What's up, everybody? Emily here with Butt First Yoga. I have a 20-minute flow for you today, and this one is just expanding on the Reverse Office Bod that I put out a while back. So you'll see some similar poses, but we're also going to grow those a little bit and add a little bit more to this. So if you're looking for a slightly longer flow, this is the one for you. We're going to focus on opening up the shoulders, the chest, the hips, and the hamstrings. It's going to feel amazing at the end. If you find that you're especially tight in those areas, especially if you have an office job or you're sitting a lot, just be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You don't have to force anything. This might be uncomfortable. We'll breathe through those uncomfy moments, but it shouldn't be painful. So make sure you listen to your body, honor what it needs today. Let's get started. All right, everyone, we're gonna go ahead and get started on our belly today. So come belly down on your mat. And you can bring your hands underneath your forehead to rest. If that's uncomfortable for you for any reason, you could take one cheek to the side instead. But I want you to settle in here. Feel the support of your mat and of the floor on your body, knowing that you are able to just rest here and you're fully supported. Your mat's not going anywhere. The ground is not going anywhere. Allow yourself to just come into this space. Notice how your breath is showing up. Notice the desire to maybe flinch or to adjust. Can you start to find stillness? Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. One more time, inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Allow your body to truly melt into your mat. As you're ready, bring your right knee out towards the side. So the inner thigh will rest on the ground. The inner arch of your foot will as well. Maybe your knee is at 90 degrees. Maybe it's up higher towards your hip. Maybe it's down lower. Try to keep your hips connected towards the ground. They might not really touch, but keep them squared off rather than opening up. Or I should say rolling off to the side. We are opening up the right side of our hip. And just notice how this feels. How this feels as you're showing up. Notice if it feels sticky. Maybe it feels like a really good sensation. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale, bring your leg back to center. Left knee comes out. So the inner edge of the foot, the inner edge of the thigh rest on the ground. Try not to lift your left hip, rather press it down, keep connection with the ground. This side might look different, it might feel different. Give yourself that grace. Our bodies are not symmetrical and they probably never will be. That's okay. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Bring the left leg back to touch the right. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, child's pose. Separate the knees as far as you feel comfortable. Bring the big toes to touch. Forehead can rest down on the mat. Reach the hands forward. Now, if your hips are feeling a little more open, especially after that hip opener we just did, you might take the knees out as wide as the mat. If your hips are not feeling like that right now, or maybe you just want more space in the low back, feel free to bring the knees closer together, finding closer to an embryo pose. Wherever you are, feel supported. Oftentimes, we forget these simple things, that the ground is there and we can rely on it. Your breath is there, you can count on it. There's a lot of uncertainty
in life. But at the same time, there's also a lot of certainty. There's a lot of things that we know we can count on. Our heart's going to continue to beat for us without us thinking about it until one day when it doesn't. Our lungs are going to continue to breathe for us. We don't have to think about that. Feel supported. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it out.
Inhale, come up to tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Move through our cow-cat poses. So inhale, cow. Open the heart forward, lift the chin, lift the tailbone. Exhale, press through the palms, round and curl the spine. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Round and curl the spine. Inhale, cow. Open the heart forward. Trust that your body can do this. Exhale, cat. Round and curl the spine. Inhale, back to neutral. Take the right foot out towards the side. So the heel is going to line up with the knee and all 5 toes are going to face forward. So it's almost like your foot's in warrior 2. The right foot would be in warrior 2. Hands continue to press through the mat. Inhale, cow. You might notice your range of motion's a little different. You might feel some opening in those inner thighs. Whew. Exhale, cat. Round and curl the spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Come back to neutral. Walk your hands back. We'll come up to a more kneeling position. Bring your right hand on the outside of the right thigh. Reach the left arm up and over. So we'll find a gate pose here. So our feet and our lower body stay exactly the same. We're just reaching up and over. So you might still feel that inner thigh stretch, but now we're getting into a side body stretch. Avoid pushing down on the knee. Remember, our knees only move forward and back. They don't move side to side. One more breath in. And exhale, bring it down. As you're ready, bring the right foot underneath the hip. This time, extend the right leg straight out behind you as if you were going to step on the wall behind you. Take a deep breath in, left hand follows. Find length in your inhale as you reach the arm forward and the heel back. That long line from the tip of your head down to your tailbone. One more breath in. Exhale, round and curl in. Bring the elbow towards the knee. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, round and curl in. One more time. Inhale, a lot of core, a lot of balance. Exhale. Inhale, take it out. Now you can stay right here or plant the left hand down. Spin the left foot out. Open up, hovering side plank. You can also lower the right leg here and just find a supported side plank. What we're doing is starting to fire up our core. I want you to open up your chest. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, right hand returns to the mat. Bring the left or the right knee back underneath the hip. One round of cow-cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Other side, starting with taking the left foot out towards the side. All 5 toes forward. Hips are squared. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Press evenly through both palms. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. I think we did 3 on the other side, so let's do 3 here. If I'm wrong, that's okay. We can even out. We can stay uneven for a rep. Come back to a neutral spine. Walk your hands back towards your knee. Left hand on the outside of the left thigh. Reach the right arm up and over this time. Open your heart forward. If we have a tight chest, we're really likely to want to cave in here. I want you to open it up. Relax your shoulder away from your ear, but continue to create this space in the rib cage on the right side. One more breath in. Exhale, bring the hands back down, walk it out. Left knee comes back under the hip. This time, inhale, right arm and left leg out, opposite of what we did before. You're reaching the right hand forward as if you could shake someone's hand. All 5 toes in the left foot face down, and our foot is really active here. Use your shin and your hand to find balance. One more deep breath in. Exhale, round and curl in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round and curl in. Inhale, extend. Round and curl in. Last time, pull your belly button up. Inhale, extend. Moving into our side plank. Right hand underneath the face. The right foot spins out. Open up the entire body towards the side. Option to lower the left leg down or to keep it lifted. Try not to kick your dogs or pets at home. They might, oh. We all know Maggie by now, right? Open up your heart, reach up. One more breath in. Exhale, hand returns, knee follows. Cow, cat, inhale, open up. This time, exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips high and back. So first down dog, maybe of the day, but for sure of this practice. So right away, are your hands, shoulders width apart? The feet should be as well. Wrap your triceps in, find support as you press through the palms. Reach your tailbone back 1 more inch. It's okay if the heels don't touch the mat. That's not the whole point. Give yourself some grace here, some bend in your knees. You could find movement pressing one heel down at a time. Maybe it's that stillness that you need. As you're ready, find that stillness. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. We're gonna sit our hips back, finding like a figure 4. So what you're likely to feel is a big hip opener here. Continue to press through your palms. Continue to open the hip up by pushing the right knee back. Flex the right foot. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Shake that out. As you're ready, left leg extends up. And then bring that ankle on top of the right thigh, sit it back. Now, I know that my hips are not even in flexibility. My left hip is always tighter than my right. So this feels different. It might even look different. So if your body is the same way, give yourself that grace. It's okay. It's all just information. One more breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal up the heels, and we'll lower back down onto all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Like I said, we're gonna stay on our mat the entire time. From here, I wanna start opening up our shoulders. So inhale, take the right arm up towards the ceiling. Rotate the wrist a couple of times each way. And then exhale, thread it underneath the left arm. The right palm is up towards the ceiling. You can leave the right hand where it is or reach it out in front of you. But continue to pull the hips back in space. You could even take the arm behind you for a bind here. It's really whatever feels best in your body. So to give you a different angle here, let the right temple rest down on the floor, or on your mat rather. Feel that openness. Let go of tension. Notice if you're kind of resisting that stretch. One more breath in. Hold through your exhale. Bring the hand back underneath the shoulder. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lower it down. We've got the other side. So inhale, reach the left arm up this time. Rotate the ankle. This is a wrist. Rotate the wrist a couple of times each way. And thread it underneath the right arm. Palm up towards the ceiling. Now this side might feel different. Maybe now you need to keep the right hand underneath the shoulder. Maybe it reaches out. Maybe it comes behind the back. Again, like our sides are not symmetrical. So treat them how they need to be treated.
Always with love and tenderness, a little TLC. But that's part of honoring our body, is giving it what it needs, giving it what it wants. Try not to force things. One more breath in. Hold through your exhale. Bring the hand back underneath the right shoulder. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, plant it down. We're back on all fours. We'll go ahead and swing our legs around to the front. Find the front of your mat, legs are out extended. You can always remove the flesh from underneath your sits bones if that would feel best. And starting with a low back stretch. So oftentimes we come into this seated forward fold for our hamstrings, but this first round we're gonna focus on our low back. So I want you to give yourself a generous bend in the knees. Sit up on your sits bones. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, round and curl over. Maybe you grab the feet, find some traction. But I want you to feel space in your low back. This is not meant to be a hamstring stretch. Feel your belly press against your thighs. Continue to find your breath if you lose it. Sit it up, roll the shoulders down and back. Now we'll extend the legs. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold over. So the knees should be soft still. We want to avoid locking them out or hyperextending them. And maybe you touch the toes, maybe you reach for the calves or the ankles. It's not really a goal. And we all have different ratios in our extremities. So some people might not be very flexible in their hamstrings, they can still touch their toes. Some people might be very flexible and barely be able to touch their toes. So that's not really the goal. The focus is on that stretch, on that length. Come back up, roll the shoulders down and back. Legs are forward, reach the hands forward. Roll all the way down one vertebrae at a time. Now we'll bring the hands down by our sides, preparing for a bridge pose. Bring your heels in towards your glutes and towards your butt. Knees are up towards the ceiling here. On an inhale, lift the hips up. I want you to roll the shoulders underneath. So we're still opening up through the chest. And if you want a deeper chest expansion, interlace the hands behind your back and open up between the collarbones. Avoid locking out the joints. Try not to pull on them. Let them go where they need to go. Pull the knees in towards each other. One more deep breath in. Exhale, roll down. Windshield wiper the legs side to side. We'll find a supine bound angle pose or Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of the feet together, the knees open up wide. Hands can be out by your sides here. Find this hip opener. Find your breath. Appreciate this moment. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Use your hands to bring the knees back together, and we'll finish with our supine twist. So I want you to bring the knees up towards a reverse tabletop, and we'll just let them fall off to the right side to start. Keep your shoulders up towards the ceiling, squared off here. If you're like, I want something deeper than this, you could always use your bottom leg to put the weight on the top. You could use a hand to do that as well. But keep the shoulders attached to the mat. Inhale, bring your legs back up nice and slow. Exhale, drop them off to the left side. Keep the shoulders squared. Maybe you have to readjust your spine. Option to add that additional weight if you want to. Slowly bring the knees back up. Give yourself a huge hug. Love on yourself. Appreciate what your body can do for you. self-awareness, self-love, all that good stuff. Wrap it into one big squeeze. Inhale and exhale, Shavasana. Extend the legs out, extend the arms out. Give yourself this opportunity to rest. So starting the exact opposite of how we started. Notice you might feel more open. Your mind might feel more calm. But notice that even though those are all differences, one thing has remained the same, and that is the support of this mat, the support of this ground. So regardless of what you're going through right now, maybe you had a really hard day, maybe you've had a great day. Maybe your day hasn't even quite begun yet. Maybe it's the morning. But regardless of how you're showing up and what this day is or was, you can count on certain things. You can count on yourself to show up if you choose to. You can count on the support of the ground beneath you. And you can count on your breath being there to calm you down at any moment you need it. So I invite you today to remember these things that you do have, these things that you can count on in times of uncertainty. We'll spend a few moments here and I'll let you know when it's time to come up. Now you're welcome to press pause and stay here as long as you would like to. If it's time to integrate back into your day, let's start to move through the wrist. Open and close the hands, roll the ankles. Deepen your breath. Take a full body stretch and roll off to one side, gently pushing yourself up to a seated position using little to no effort. And we'll end in a cross-legged position, but remember, if that's not comfortable, you could bring your legs out in front of you instead. Eyes can stay heavy or closed. Shoulders are on top of the hips. Feel tall, feel proud. There's a lot of uncertainty in life. Rather than focusing on those pieces that are uncertain, how do you focus on the things you can count on? Where do you find stability? Where do you find groundedness? Let's take an inhale. Reach the hands up towards the ceiling. Hands come to center. Exhale. Namaste, yogis. Thanks so much for joining me for this Reverse Office Body Part 2. I hope you enjoyed this flow. Again, if you have feedback, questions, comments, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. You're welcome to use the Spotify playlist that I linked below as well. Otherwise, throw on your own music. Throw on whatever you need today to feel relaxed, to feel energized, feel open. Take it how you will. So I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.